You know, the compliments, I get a lot of compliments on the bike. Not many people get to see a long digger style 1970s long bike Triumph, and I get a lot of compliments off of it. They love the lines of it and the way it looks, and so it is an eye catcher to a lot of people. It's a fun bike to ride. The front end does handle pretty well. I can go on the freeway 65, 70, and for being a homemade front end, it does handle pretty well. The acceleration is pretty quick, you know. It's not a 650 no more. It is now I put a big bore kit on it. It is now a 750. You know, for rigid, it handles pretty good. For a long bike, it handles all right. You know, it is what it is. It's not going to handle like a telescopic front end or anything like that, but it does pretty good. Hi, I'm Alex Cardone, and I'm from Lake Elsinore, California, and this is my 1963 T120 Bonneville 650. The build probably took me about 8 months to a year to do. The initial bike I got was actually a basket case I got from an old gentleman here in town. It had a goofy front end on it, an ATV front end on it, and the motor was in crates. The frame was actually already rigid frame. It's a 70s frame. Somebody was in the process of building a bike. It had a lot of billet aluminum, had billet forward controls, and a lot of billet on it, and I'm not much into billet, so I pretty much got rid of all that and started from scratch. The front end on this I fabricated myself. My neighbor works at a machine shop, donated some these plates here and the dog bones and this plate here and the stem to the neck, and I pretty much set it up and used the frame as a jig, chopped the neck, put it at a 45 degree, and pretty much used the frame as a jig. Stuck all the plates in there, the stem in there, and bought some chrome moly, bought some 5/8 steel here, and pretty much set it up myself, and surprisingly it worked. It handles pretty good. With primitive tools, I had to make these clevises here and to shape them, and I let my brother, who welds a whole lot better than me, do all the critical welds. The light here is just a Unity light that I bought my brother gave me the shell, and I bought found a lamp for it, and Biltwell risers, Biltwell bars, and Biltwell grips, all donated by Biltwell, so I really appreciate that. The wheel here, the front rim here, I believe is a motocross high rib aluminum, anodized aluminum motocross rim, laced to a spool, aluminum spool hub. These little nuts here came with the original, these pointed nuts came with the original bike when I bought it. I thought they looked cool, so I thought I'd keep them on there. I chromed them up. The tank here was given to me by a friend, Dwayne Ballard. I can't remember who he said made it, but it's definitely a 70s tank. He ended up giving it to me, and very much appreciate it. I love the look of it, the sharp lines, and really added to the look I was trying to achieve. The paint on here was done by my younger brother, and it's a metallic dark cherry burgundy with a copper brass metallic inlays. Automotive paint that I picked up at an auto shop down here in Temecula, and it's actually my brother's very first two-tone paint job that he did, and I thought he did a great job on it, and I love it. It's very subtle, and that's what I like. I'm not too flashy, So I thought he did a great job on it. He also painted the frame. I decided to paint the frame because the frame was so beat up over the years, everybody welding on it and drilling holes in it. To powder coat it would have took a lot of more work on it. So I just decided to have Renato paint it, and the front. He painted the front end also, and because with Bondo, with my welds not looking too good, you can go in here and you can fill in all the welds and all this stuff here, and that was used a lot in the 70s. They used to use a lot of Bondo on their frames, and I thought that was pretty cool, and they're clean, and around the front end, all these welds around the front end were also Bondoed and painted, and it's held up great for about 4 years, and it looks beautiful. The seat here was done, good friend of mine, Dwayne Ballard from Dwayne Ballard Custom Leather. I told him what I wanted. I told him I want a little hump here and a little padding for my wife, and I pretty much, you let Dwayne go at it, and you know, he'll give you exactly what you want, and I couldn't ask for a better seat. The sissy bar I also built, I think I got some 5/8 steel somewhere at a metal yard, and heated it up, bent it up, and welded some bungs on it, and had it chromed, and I'm pretty much happy with that. And the license plate bracket I also made, just some steel. I found some steel, drilled some speed holes in it, and pretty much made that and had that chromed. One of the toughest jobs on this build was actually getting a 3.5-inch rim to fit in this frame. It was with a 130 tire, it's pretty tough to get the chain to track and the rim centered. So I had to build offset spacers for the sprocket. I had to delace all the spokes, push the rim over, and had to heat up the frame down here and tweak the frame a little bit, and it took a while. I almost gave up on it, but it ended up achieving what I wanted to do, was to have this Acron rim with a Triumph conical hub on it. The pipes here are stainless steel. I got them from, I think I got a pipe kit from Columbia River, Mandrel Bend. Pretty nice kit you can get from them, and my brother helped me on this here since my welds aren't too hot, so he welded it up pretty much for me, and had them polished, and I'm real excited about that. The oil bag actually came with the original build. It was taller. It's one of the few aluminum parts that I did keep of the original build, and had it welded up, and my buddy welded the bungs where I needed it. Copper lines, which you could get at any hardware store. I decided to run the hard copper lines. I like that look. The mid controls I made kind of copied what Harley does with their Sportsters and their Dynas. Also, I love these big, goofy exhaust clamps, another eBay find, so I thought I'd run those. The motor was in a basket. I just got a West White video and pretty much built the whole motor myself. I put a big bore kit on it. I scored on a 750 big bore kit and added that on there. I went through everything has gone through, and it runs fantastic. It's a one-kick bike. PWK carburetors are on it right now. They work fine for me, easy to adjust. A few small tidbits that I made for this bike was the chain tensioner, fabricated out of aluminum, that just simply slides up this bottom rail here to get you tension, just a simple skateboard wheel, and it works great. Another thing here is that's a CB750 kickstand that I chopped up, shortened a great deal. Also on here, also another thing I fabricated was this brake lever here. It's a stock Triumph brake lever, but this part right here actually belongs on the rear of the drum. But I welded the two together to make my brake work. And this is a stock brake rod that you can get at any Triumph shop. Velocity stacks here, an eBay find, which I thought were very cool. And just had to machine this little coupler here and marry the two pieces together to fit over the carburetor. This bike in 2011 at Born Free 3 actually won Best Unit Triumph for Born Free, and really surprised that it won, because it's probably the premier bike show in the country. And unfortunately, I wasn't there to accept the award, not thinking that I would win anything. I had left prematurely, and come to find out that a friend of mine, Lisa, accepted the award for me when I was gone. And I was very excited to win this award, and I missed my 15 minutes of fame.